What it is, what it was, what it could be, y'all. Welcome back to Disc Golf Justice. The other day, the company Devil's Grip reached out to me and sent me this product, and they say this stuff is supposed to give you more grip when you're out there throwing them dang frisbees. Now, to be 110% honest, I already tried this product out and it wasn't working for me. On average, I actually got 30 feet less of distance after applying this stuff. So I reached back out to the owner of the company and he told me I was actually using it incorrectly. It's more suited towards wet weather. It's not really a hot day type of product. It's not gonna give you a lot of grip then. What it's more made for is when it's rainy, when the grass is wet like this morning. So in order to make this a fair review for the product, I'm out here on an open field early morning, and as you can see, the ground is super duper wet. I'm gonna throw 3 distance drivers. These are the first throw of the day, so we'll see how that goes. But I'm just gonna see what the grip's feeling like with them as a first impression, see how far they go, how accurate it is and all that. Then I'm gonna throw the same 3 after they've landed out there and gotten a bit wet. And I'm gonna see what the grip is like just with a wet disc. I might even just slap them on the ground and get them really sloppy wet. And then again, review those same exact things. What's the grip feeling like? How far are they going? And then after their discs are good and wet, I'm gonna apply some of the Devil's Grip and then again, review those same things. So let the science experiment begin. Oh, roller. That thing's down there. I'm telling you, that wild disc, that Clash Disc Wild Honey bombs, bro. Disc number 2. I feel like that one was slightly nose up. Not as bad as I used to, but that's still crushed. That's still down there. Dry disc number 3, going to Grace. That should go a ways. Come out of it. That's probably the shortest one out of the 3. My furthest throw was with the Wild Honey. It went 428 feet. The next one was 406 with the Photon. And the last one was 398 feet. Divide that by 3, an average of 410.66 feet. Now I'm gonna get these things nice and sloppy and give them a toss and see if that number comes down or stays the same. Get them nice and wet. Oh yeah, nice and wet. Oh, yes, slips. Slips out of the hand, for sure. That didn't go very far. We'll get this one nice and sloppy. Oh, slipped as well. Slipped as well. And you notice like when it slips, you don't get that clean release, so you get a little bit of flutters, makes your disc a little bit more understable. Last sloppy toppy. Oh, yep. Slips right out the hand. I can see the little flutters coming out of it, and I never get those on a backhand. Forehand, yeah. Backhand, no. Yeah, we didn't get too far that time. The shortest one was 246, the next one was 256, and the last one was 298. So that's a total of 800 divided by 3. That's an average of 266.66 feet per throw. I think the last one was what, 408? So almost 150 feet less once you get some wet discs and some wet hands. Let's put on some Devil's Grip and see if it helps. So I'm just gonna apply some of this onto my fingers. It says to take it out, rub it in between your fingers until there's a thin coat across your fingers. I just want to make sure I have a good amount on there. A couple things I really do like about this product. One, smells incredible, really great smell. I'd love to have it as like an air freshener in my car. And 2, it's completely organic, 110% organic. Apparently it's not supposed to leave residue on your hands or on your disc. Like you should be able to brush it off quite easy, because I do know that tends to be an issue with a lot of these type of products. You get a lot of gunk on your discs, on your fingers and stuff, leaving residue. Now I got a nice layer applied. I do feel a little sticky or something. I feel a little something on there. I'm gonna get these lathered up. Let's throw them again. I do feel a bit more grip. I'll be 100% honest with these wet discs. Mind you, these discs are completely sopping wet, like soaked. If I go like this, you probably can't see it on the camera, but there's water drip that's coming off of the disc onto the ground. I mean, not going quite as far as before, but definitely further than without the stuff. I do feel more grip. Yeah, it's not going crazy far, but she's getting down there. Turned over that one. I think there's a little combination of me trying out this product, seeing if it gets me more distance. So I'm probably throwing too hard, harder than I should. But I mean, those definitely went further than when I didn't have this stuff on. And I will 110% say I felt more grip after applying the Devil's Grip once the discs were wet. If the discs aren't wet, I honestly think the product does the opposite of what it's supposed to and makes the disc more slippery. But if you do have a wet disc, if it's raining or you're playing early morning where the grass is sopping wet like this, I definitely felt more grip after applying the Devil's Grip. Well, the final results are in. The shortest one went 312, the next one went 334, and the furthest one was 360. Divide that by 3, and we got an average of 335.33 feet. So definitely a significant jump from not having the Devil's Grip applied, but obviously nowhere near as close as when the discs are just dry themselves. So if there's anything you can take away from this scientific testing, keep your discs dry, baby. Alright y'all, that is gonna wrap up the video on the Devil's Grip. We finally got the verdict in and we gave it a fair test under its ideal circumstances, and I can say that this product does help you get grip when your discs are wet. If your discs are not wet and you're just out on a normal warm day or a dry day, personally I think this stuff actually takes away distance and makes the disc more slippery than it's intended to. It does the opposite effect. But as soon as I got water on my discs, I noticed straight away this thing was definitely giving me more grip. Again, the product is completely organic, 110% organic, and it's 110% Australian made. So if you're an Aussie local, definitely get your hands on some of this, especially if you're playing in some wet weather. One thing I will say is it does leave a bit of residue, not necessarily on the disc, I wasn't noticing so much, but like if you have it on your fingers and then you touch anything else like my phone, or like I had to change a camera battery, I noticed that it left the white stuff all over my phone. It left it on my camera battery, so be careful what you're touching if you do have this applied to your fingers. But other than that, it does seem to come off pretty easy, so especially if the ground is wet, the discs are wet, like the situation you're using this in, you might have to reapply this every few holes or so. But I'm curious, are you guys gonna scoop up some Devil's Grip? Let me know down in the comments. Do you use any grip products that help you throw further, grip the disc better? Check those down in the comments. We're all trying to help each other grow and get better, so let us know what you're using. As always, if you like the video, make sure you give it a big old thumbs up. If you want to see more, make sure you smash that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of my future content, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.